Same way in the theater. And when you go to the theater to see this play, it'd be interesting for you to take note of how those sort of ritual things are handled. Okay? All right? You're given a program. You're not asked to fill anything out in advance, right? The audience, lots of times, now there are shows where people come out into the audience and ask for suggestions. There's a long-running show in Boston called Sheer Madness, which is created sort of as an audience interactive piece. Very successful show, but generally speaking, people, in Putnam Spelling Bee, they didn't come out into the audience and ask you how you wanted the play to end, right?
Yeah.
Did they? No, they didn't. Right. Okay. Yeah. So exactly. So that's a part of our tradition too. Okay. Again, these are all things that can be broken for different reasons, tested, stretched, but generally speaking, we sit in the dark and we watch something happening on the stage. Okay. So it is also a community gathering. More and more theater happens in a semi-professional setting. It happens in universities, it happens in community theaters, and by semi-professional I mean there might be, here at the university, several people who are full-time professionally engaged in making theater. The theater professorship, they're all drawn from professional theater ranks. They are paid full-time. Yes, they teach, but a big part of what they do is make plays. Okay? They may also bring in other people, guest artists, to design the lights, to do this, to do that. So it's a semi-professional setting. Again, a community theater may be mostly drawn from local people, but might have a director or somebody from the outside. Who's seen the movie Waiting for Guffman? Not a single person. How many people have seen any of those movies? Best in Show, Waiting for Guffman, any of the Christopher Guest films? All right, well, all through the semester, I'm going to give you ideas for movies that you can watch that aren't required, but are obviously going to be cheap or free. That'll be great to broaden your horizons as entertainment consumers. Waiting for Guffman is definitely one of them. Particularly if you like the theater or you're interested in it all. It's a total spoof of making theater, etc. Best in Show is very funny about dog shows. But so the notion that someone is brought in and works with non-professionals, that happens too. Theater in high schools, theater in junior high schools, theater in churches. Okay? There are, in this country, 1,200 professional theaters. Those are full-time, people that hire full-time professional actors and have a full-time professional staff. Okay? They are non-profit professional regional theaters. That is outside of New York, not including the theaters, the commercial theaters in New York. Okay? More people attend the theater, professional theater, than attend football professionally or NBA basketball professionally. Okay? You will find that in a city like Boston, which is a small, medium-sized city, that there will be a professional show opening almost every week. Okay? Even in a city the size of Boston. When you go to a city like Chicago, New York, Seattle, larger cities like that, multiple shows are opening almost every week. Certainly every week in Chicago. Theater has just diversified itself really in the last 50 years so that it is made up of people who are moving all over the country doing shows. As an actor, I continue to work in Boston, Florida, Virginia, New York. My wife, ex-wife, does the same. Cleveland, wherever we are sent. Okay. Now that I'm teaching here, obviously that is confined to a certain extent. When I was working more strictly professionally, I could be expected to get a call and 2 weeks later be wherever that professional theater was. Okay. I did a lot of work in Virginia and a lot of work in Florida. So it is a community gathering in the sense that it is still geographic in the sense that a lot of community theaters draw people who are, somebody's in a show, then they tell their friends, and then those people come, okay? Here in the college, we do a production, other college students come. So that reinforces the community connection, okay? And that's the idea behind regional theater, a theater like Syracuse University. Oh, what do you got on your computer? Don't touch it.
I'm trying to pull up the book on Kindle.
Ah, sure you are. Why not just follow? Why not pay attention to me? Why not just pay attention to me?
I'm on the Bridgewater website at least.
Why
You
not
can check
just
all the
pay
different
attention to
windows.
me instead?
I'm trying to do something
Come
much later
on!
this time.
Come on! All right, so, you have a question?
No, I was just gonna say I went to Syracuse this weekend.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you do there?
I saw Avicii.
You saw what?
Avicii?
What is that?
He's like a solo DJ.
Uh-huh.
It's like a rave.
Right,
Type
where was
thing.
that? At one
Right,
of those
right
big,
at Syracuse.
yeah, big
campus.
event places like the On Center or something?
No, it's just in a huge field.
In a big field. Cool. All right. Well, Syracuse Stage is an example of a theater that was created in conjunction with Syracuse University, and a lot of the things that they produce grow out of things that happen in the community, but the people that work at Syracuse Stage are all professionals. They're all people from New York mostly. Okay? So you'll have a lot of TV actors and people like that that'll come out to Syracuse Stage because it pays very well. Okay? So, global entertainment and social awareness. We do plays that are from all over. Okay? That's another way that the theater brings sort of different perspective into people's lives. Because plays are not just written locally. Obviously, we draw from sort of a pool of plays that are written, and a lot of those plays are tried out in places like New York and Los Angeles. Regional influences, I think I already mentioned that, yes, lots of people are brought in. It's generally now sort of a mix of local and other people. So let's get into the sort of nuts and bolts. Go ahead and take a break on that thing.